Good morning, everyone. Ed here at Cloud What. Today I'm going to be showing you a few things on my computer. So some of you are going to wonder why I'm looking all over the place when I'm looking at my computer, and it's because that is my computer. My screen is a monstrous screen. It is 47 inches. So uh, if you see me looking over here and over here, it's because that's how big my monitor is. But today I wanted to go over I had a couple of questions on some of my posts recently about what I think's going on as far as the current situation moving forward with what's going to happen in the future. I have opinions, and that's all they are. They're opinions, but I do believe that a lot of the turmoil going on our planet, whether it be wars or the flooding that's going on across the United States and Europe, the hail that's like monstrous size, like baseball and softball size hail coming down around the world. I mean, the weather has gone insane. The volcanoes are active, earthquakes are active. The Ring of Fire has woken up basically, and it's all a reflection of us. The more turmoil we're in as a society, because we all are one. We all are connected. So when we have a large portion of us, in turmoil, it causes turmoil on our planet. And although we are awakening right now, it is creating more turmoil because now you have people who are waking up, people who aren't waking up, and we're starting to have some clash and conflict between the two. So it's not that, I don't think things are progressing. I think things are progressing well. They're trying to cause World War III because then it would keep us more into that, state of fear. And what's really happening is the entire planet is starting to shift slowly into more of a love vibe, which is why there's as much turmoil as there is and why things are happening and why the event is here. This is us changing who we are as a species into a higher vibration of love rather than in a lower vibration of fear. So, these things they're kind of symptoms of the process. But I wanted to go over like I said, my opinions as far as what's coming in the near future and all that. And right now, I think is the time in societal life, I guess you want to call it, that we need to start coming together. We need to start forming our tribes. A lot of light workers and channelers and people do QHHT, BQH, whatever the case may be, however we're getting our information at, whether it be through self-guided meditation where you talk to your higher self yourself, you channel it, however you're getting the information. A lot of us are coming to the understanding that we're building our own little tribes now. We're starting to draw people to ourselves who are similar minded, who have similar feelings about what's going on, similar notions about what's going to happen in the future, similar ways of wanting to help. It doesn't mean that you're going to agree with everything that is the person you're being drawn to. I had Pam is one of the people who I'm collecting into my tribe. She came to me for a BQH QHHT session, and during working with her in that, we came to the understanding that she knew light language, and she does another healing modality that I'm not sure what it's called, but she's used it on me and it's helped greatly for me. So, just from us communicating and talking, we connected. We had a lot of similar ideas and feelings, and it was like two people that had been old friends that had lost contact had come back together, and we both just connected well. My wife connects well with her, and she connects well with my wife. There's other people that I've talked to that I connect with. Some have drifted off to do their own things again, and others have, come back around and are still communicating with me. But we're all kind of, the people who we kind of, jive with, vibe matches, we're similar frequency, whatever the case, however you want to look at it. We're starting to come together as these small groups of people. And a lot of us are being drawn to collect people who are similar minded around us, because it's going to help raise our own vibrations, because then we're working as a group towards a similar goal. So we're all going to raise together. And it's a very beneficial thing. I've been saying for at least a month, 2 months now, that we need to come together as a group. We need to start being cohesive as groups. Now, does that mean all light workers are going to come together in one big group? That would be fantastic. If that happened, we would make this shift instantly and we'd all be where we want to be, and things would be great. But like I said, we're all kind of different. Some people have one idea of what's going to happen. Other people have other ideas. If you look at in the world today, there's people that believe that the end of the world is coming. There's no saving it. It's just going to be wiped out, and creation's going to be gone. There's people that still believe that there's no other life in the universe or in existence other than what's on this planet. And all those belief systems and those belief structures, although they're starting to fall apart now, they're still there. And they still have an effect on what's going on globally. So the more people we have that are, of a destructive mindset, or we're going to go into World War III, or we're going to get blown up, or, something's going to come in and destroy us, the more turmoil we're going to go through, because that's what they're expecting to come. And like I've said, it's not, it's in a reply to another post was, about how I thought it was going to be. It's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's not going to be what a lot of light workers have been talking about of, oh, everything's just going to be fine and we're going to switch. It's already too late for that. Hawaii is in a major way under, serious turmoil. It's got a volcano that's been going for a week and a half now, right? The fissures started opening around the 8th or 9th, but the lava's been flowing for about a week and a half, I think. But there's hailstorms going on where hail, literally the size of a softball, is coming down and just wreaking havoc. And you got, places getting snow still that should have been already in, their spring. The northeast of the United States, all the way down through Florida, is getting so much rain that there's flooding everywhere. Like I said in my last video, here we get wildfires last year, and we're expecting more of the same this year. These things are already happening. You can't say, well, we're just going to transition, everything's going to be great, because we've already passed that point. If that's what your thinking was, you need to start adjusting your thinking, because we're already past that point. The earth is shaking off her old skin. The Hopi Indians told us long ago that if mankind wasn't able to find its spirituality and bring itself to its spirituality, that this transition was going to be difficult. Not that it wasn't going to happen, not that we were all going to die, just that it was going to be difficult. And if you have done the research and looked into it, and if you're a believer in the fact that, everything happens for a reason, this is where people who are Christian and other mainstream religions are going to get lost with me here. But most people believe everything happens for a reason, even most mainstream religions. But they want to sit there and say, well, so what? God wanted my daughter to come here and die of cancer at age 3. Well, no, God had nothing to do with that. That was your daughter's choice to take on a contract to do a specific event, and that's how that event ended. I am a believer of that. I believe that whatever I'm going through here now is part of my contract. The turmoil, the poverty, everything that I'm dealing with You know, the fact that we couldn't get our home built on our property because of inability to get septic tank because, well, nobody would call us back. We tried for 2 years to get electricity and septic tank onto our property, and it just wouldn't happen. That was kind of the universe's way of saying that's not part of my plan. Move forward. So we have let go of that, and we've moved forward, and things have eased up on us as far as the stress of, you know, trying to force our will. So in the process of doing that, we've decided, you know, we're going to move forward with our life, and we're concentrating more on positive things, helping the community, helping others, trying to build our tribe. And like I said, Pam is part of our tribe. She lives up there by Portland, Oregon City area, and we haven't met in person. Maybe someday we will, but it doesn't matter, because when the transition happens, she is of a very similar energy to mine, and our understanding of the event when it happens is those people are part of your tribe, and they're going to wind up being the ones that are in your tribe working together. Now, that doesn't mean that you, me, Pam, or anyone else is the leader of that tribe. That's not how tribes work in the new world, the new earth. Tribes are groups of people who work together because they're like-minded. They want to affect the same thing. For me, I love nature. I love plants. I love just being, you know, part of nature. That's why we moved out here into the country. That's why we were trying to build our dream house, which was going to be, you know, less destructive than any other house. I mean, we were building more or less an eco home. And, well, it didn't happen. Well, because it's not in the cards of what's supposed to be happening right now for me. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to wind up in those situations, because I've always felt that that's how I wanted to live. So ultimately, I will wind up there. It just may take until New Earth for that to happen. So anyway, talking about tribes, I just wanted to, for anyone who hasn't seen, I have a website that I have been working on, and I would like anyone that is interested in the similar work that I've been talking to, if you kind of feel like you resonate with what I'm talking about, please do check it out. And if you want to become involved in what we're doing, we are always welcoming other people to come in and be part of our tribe. Does that mean everybody that comes to us is going to be part of our tribe and you know, mesh with us? No, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people who contact me and want to get involved that we're not going to have, you know, that vibe with. And that's okay. We don't have to have a vibe with everybody. As long as I feel that the person that comes to me is wanting to actually do something positive, isn't some kind of deep state troll, then we're going to still try and help them out, you know, and help them move forward in their journey. That's what this is about for us, is trying to help everyone we can move forward, because that's ultimately what we feel is the most important part of this whole thing. It isn't that we're, you know, wanting everybody to have the same belief as us. We don't. There's too many people with too many different beliefs. We all look at things through different filters. You know, we have our you know, how we look at the world is passed through our set of filters. Think of it like photography. I've heard it, you know, where you take grains of sand and that creates your lens, and that works really good. But it's more like a filter set for me, where you have your lens, and that's your clear. Everybody has that same lens. Everybody sees the same world. But then you pick filters, and your filter is your experiences. And you put that filter over that lens, and it's like putting a UV filter or an IR filter or a prismatic filter. It changes what is that image. Maybe it's just the color it changes, or the hue, or maybe it changes exactly how the image looks, and it puts prisms or fractals or something through it. The difference, my point is that the difference between everybody's filter is a little bit different. You know, we all kind of have a general agreement, and that's our main filter. But then everybody else has their personal filters, which colors the world to their, you know, view. And a lot of us have filters that are very close. I mean, very close. Talking with people, I have found out when I was growing up, I thought a lot of the experiences I was going through were kind of unique. And I've come to find out that they're really not. A lot of us have lived through very, very similar experiences. Different people, different places, different events that caused those experiences. But in the end, we all kind of came out with a very similar outlook as to because of those experiences. And these experiences were very similar in their effect. So, I mean, there's a lot of, back and forth and a lot of different groups that are going to form. And there's going to be people that fit in this group and this one all the way over here. And that they're going to have to decide, well, which one speaks most to their heart. And, I can't tell anyone what group to belong to. And I can't tell anyone how to move forward, with their progress. It's all individual. But we do need to come together as groups, because no one out there, I don't care who you are and how unique you think your position is, there's somebody that can relate to you and understand what you went through. None of us went through any of the events we went through alone, in the sense that we were the only ones going through those kinds of events. So wanted to really quick just show some people what I wanted to cover. And okay, gonna bring up a share screen to show you guys my video or my website. I would really appreciate anyone that is interested in getting involved with what my wife and I, or anyone that Pam, anyone that's part of my tribe or wants to be part of my tribe, or even just wants to just get involved with what we're trying to do as far as bring the healing and the benefits of what we are learning to as many people as we can. So I'm going to show my site real quick. All right, and this is my website, or mine and my wife's website. This is we have, it's still being set up. I'm still working on it. I'm not the best web designer, so it takes time. But it's called Cloud What's Quantum Health, because I don't want it to be just about like BQH or QHHT. I want Reiki and Qigong and all the different modalities, the tapping, all of it. I want all of that to be accessible to as many people as we can. So if you have a modality that you practice and you would like to share it with others at no charge, because we do not charge for this. So if you want to get involved and make money off of my site, it's not going to happen. Basically, if you're wanting to share your gifts, your knowledge, your understandings with as many people as you can to help raise that vibration of our planet and bring us closer to that event, please do come to our site. This is the homepage. This is the page for our Lightworker retreat that we're working on. And this is the Quantum Oasis, which is the next step that we want to move to. And that's not where we're wanting to live there or anything. But what the Quantum Oasis would be, if you ever seen the movie Dirty Dancing, where they had, the big, I guess it would be called like a camping grounds area, but they had like cabins and communal cabins and stuff like that. We wanted to set something up like that, but it's designed around healing, so that people who have had traumas, are trying to wake up, or just anybody in general, really, that needs help, that needs healing, that could benefit from our work that we're doing, that this would be a place that they could come at free or minimal charge. Free would basically have to be if we were completely self-sustaining and had no bills that we had to cover. but likely there's going to be bills. So basically, a very minimal cost. Basically, the people who we want to come and join on that are people who are willing to donate their time and their gifts to help others. We're not going to, try and make a living doing this. This is just something we want to give to, the world, or at least our part of the world. So that's something that we do want to start working on. And we are working on the Lightworker Retreat right now. That actually is making a little bit of progress. I'll do a video on that in the next week or two as far as how that's going. But it is available for anybody that would like to come out and spend some time just in nature doing some healing work with a group or whatever. Go ahead and get a hold of us, and I'm showing you kind of how you can do that, because that's where we're heading. That's what we want to do. I'm not sure if I got the contact us page up yet. I believe it's still a work in progress on that page. Yeah, I mean, it has the email on there and where we're located, and you can send me a message on there. The best way, though, to communicate with us, and I really would like to grow this forum for anyone that wants to have a place where they can talk with other people who are working at healing others, working in service to others. I call people who do that light workers. I know the term light worker is one of those that some people like, some people don't. To me, a light worker is anyone who's working in service to others to try and bring our skills and that to the benefit of the world, to raise the vibration, to bring love and light, and to just raise the vibration of the world. Anyone that's doing that, in my opinion, is a light worker. So if you're a light worker and you want to have a place where you can talk to people, learn other modalities, and this is going to be free of charge, people. I'm going to be sharing everything that I've learned. If I've paid for it, I'm still going to share it. Does that mean you're going to be able to get certified in like QHHT just by coming to the forums? No, not going to happen. But there's nothing that I've signed or anything else that says I can't share with you the information that I learned. I just can't share all the videos and all that with you, but I can tell you what I learned. I can tell you what the information was. I can't give you the exact scripts, text, and everything else, but I can teach you how to do it. Doesn't have to be the exact way Dolores taught. That's what Colleen has showed us and taught us with VQH. You do not have to use a specific path to get to where Dolores was teaching us to go. We can get there many ways. So I'm going to teach it for free. And if people get upset because I'm trying to share that knowledge with the world, well, then maybe you need to address that with yourself. Because to me, I think that all of our gifts were meant to be shared, not held to ourselves. This is what's caused the problems in our society. These secret teachings and secret schools. Oh, let's keep the knowledge secret. Bull. We need to share these secrets with the world. They're not secrets. They're not supposed to be secrets. These are gifts that were given to all of us, and we need to start sharing those gifts. So that's what I'm going to start doing. For those of you who feel I'm wrong for trying to share these gifts for free, that's your prerogative. Charge for your gifts. That's fine. If I've learned it, I will go through and write my own courses on how to do the exact same thing without using the words and scripts that are used in other modalities, so that it's my own creation, and I'm still going to give it to the world for free, because the understanding of how these things work belongs to nobody. Dolores Cannon owns, and her family owns, the specific scripts that she uses to bring somebody to the state of hypnosis, to communicate with their higher self or their subconscious, whatever you want to call it. There's many ways to get there. And I'm going to start sharing these on my website and on the forums. So here's the forums. Currently, we only have 4 members. Me and Pam, I believe, are the only ones who have posted. But please do come and join. As you can see, there's the board address. Come and join. Talk about off-topic stuff. There's an off-topic site. Go into the general quantum healing. If you have a modality you want to share, if you have a technique that you've worked on, or just an understanding that has led you to be able to communicate with your higher self in a different way that you want to share with somebody, please do come join it, the community, and share it with them. The only way that the community is going to grow is if people start coming to the community. So like I said, this is what this video is about, is to try and grow our community, because I want to start building my tribe. That doesn't, now I'm saying my tribe, it doesn't mean I'm qualifying that I'm a leader of anything, because like I said, in my belief and in my understanding, the tribes that we're forming don't have leaders. It's more of just a group of us who have a common goal and idea, and we're working as a group to do that. So if you would like to be part of that, or if you'd like to find your own tribe, or whatever, I'm trying to basically provide free forums for it. If you want to start getting yourself little groups together so that you can communicate with people who are like-minded, share your gifts, learn new gifts, however the case may be. We have property that is open for that. You can come down. We have a trailer on there that can be used. We have some tents that can be used. There's a fire pit. Bring yourself some food, some firewood, some water. There's a portable toilet. Come down, enjoy a day or two on the property, and get back to some nature and communicate with others who are like-minded. If you invite me and my wife, we'll come. We're right down the road. But you don't have to. Once we set it up with you, we'll go up there. We'll show you where it is. We'll show you where everything is. And if you want to just keep it to your group, we'll step out. That's fine. So if you want to do that, the best way to get a hold of us is going to be through our website or the board. And just communicate what you want to do and how you want to set it up and get it going. And we'll see what we can do to help you. If you are outside of the Oregon, Salem, Oregon kind of area, and you would like to come and be part of our tribe, if you feel like I resonate with what you feel, or whatever, go ahead and communicate with me. I have, as anyone who's seen my last video, I have no problem trying to help a fellow light worker, somebody who's trying to help and share and move us forward in our understanding forward. It's kind of like my buddy Andy that runs the channel. Most of his stuff is talking about politically what's going on in the news and the media, with Q, Trump, Russia, China, North Korea, Italy, because he lives in Italy, and currently they're going through a real rough situation. But that invitation is to anyone that I feel that is a light worker working for the benefit of everyone else. In my opinion, Andy is doing that because he's not begging everybody for money. When he does ask for people to help support him on his channel, you can tell he hates doing it, just like I do. He's not trying to do this to make money. He's trying to do this to help other people wake up. Part of waking up is we have to understand what has been hidden from us in our world. Part of that is what the deep state's been doing, how they've been corrupted, how they've been controlling, how they've been trafficking human beings, adults and children, eating them, molesting them, torturing them. These things have to come out. We don't need to dwell on them. Once full disclosure comes out, it's kind of like, if you ever heard the saying, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. Same thing. if we continue to let them tell us what the truth is, we're never going to know the truth. We need to know what the truth is. That's going to be full disclosure. That's going to be really uncomfortable for a whole lot of people. You know, and that's why we need to start coming together as groups and support, because when this stuff comes out, it's going to upset a lot of people and it's going to cause a lot more disruption. And we need to come together as groups so that we can help support our communities and move forward in light and love, not concentrate on, oh, all this has happened, and fear, because it's going to cause fear. And a lot of people are going to want to shrink into it and put their head back in the sand and say, no, 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 it doesn't exist. It can't be real. We need to start moving forward as a society. And the way we need to do that is to recognize what has happened, see it for what it is, and then decide we're not going to do that. We're not going to accept that, and change who we are as a society and to be awake and move forward. These are all my opinions. So hopefully y'all like the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Until next time, God bless y'all. I love you. I'm out.